everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jade if you haven't been here before. Today I am coming at you with a little bit of a mixed haul, mainly River Island, New Look and a little Matalan. I wasn't exactly planning on doing this as a video or anything, but I wanted to pop to town and just browse at the shops because it has been so long since I've actually tried clothes on in person. So when I went in River Island and New Look, I actually tried these pieces on. So when I do the try on, it's not going to be such a surprise what they look like to me. So to be fair, the only reason I went to Matalan was actually to look for some workout clothes because I have just started doing clubber size. If you haven't heard of that, by the way, like totally look it up. It is like the funnest like exercise dance class ever because it's in the dark with glow sticks. So yeah, Google that if you're like interested and see if there's a class near you. But yeah, that's why I actually went to Masala. It's just I came out with other things, so I just sort of thought I would throw them on and do this sort of like mixed haul of clothes I've bought lately. Okay, I'm going to start with the stuff from River Island and I will do a quick show for you and a quick try on, and then I'll do New Look and then Matalan. So if there's one shop you're more interested in than another, that's the order I'm going to do. So River Island, New Look, Matalan. Okay, so I will be honest with you, I never really go into River Island very often. I sometimes find their stuff a little pricey for what it is, and I rarely find something like I genuinely love in there. But I got an advert come up on Facebook for this handbag. Now, if you've seen my bag collection video, you probably know I am a little obsessed with handbags and own too many. That is just definitely like my love. Like, my fashion love is bags because it doesn't matter what body shape you have, like bags are bags, they fit all the time. So that's just why they're great and I like investing in them. So I wanted to see this bag that came as an advert, which I absolutely loved, in person just to see what I definitely thought of it. So that's why I went in River Island and came out with a few more bits. So let's start with the bag. And it is this, which I think is stunning. Like, I walked in there and I was like, yep, I was right. That advert like showed me there's a beautiful bag. It's kind of like this sort of woven material with like blue, white and pink, but obviously with like a sort of pink overall view, which I just thought was so beautiful for spring. Like, I don't really have that many like colourful spring style bags. And I do think actually, like, looking at the bags in River Island, they had amazing choices. So if you need new bags, definitely go and look in River Island right now. But it just opens with this little sort of clasp, and you can see the inside, which I've still got all the paper. Yeah, the inside's just like this one big pocket with a little zip one at the back. I don't know if you can see well in the camera, but and then it just has like a couple of little pouches like for your phone and stuff. So yeah, I just thought it was absolutely stunning. So yeah, that's why I bought that. It's just plain woven on the back if you were wondering, and then it has like the gold chain and the like beautiful pink strap. So yeah, that is that. I will show you that tried on like with one of the outfits or something. I'm sorry, I know I do ramble sometimes a little bit. I'm going to try and speed this up because there is quite a lot in here, but I just thought like the bag was good to see in detail, and the others you'll see more in the try-ons, but I will quickly hold them up. Okay, so the first sort of clothing item I bought in River Island was this top. Now it's sort of like a white, almost silky, satiny feeling shirt, obviously not actual silk, and then it has these kind of like slightly flared bougie sleeves at the bottom, and yeah, it's kind of got like a sort of highish neck with these little sort of like, don't know what you call it, like ruched bit, and then at the back it just does up with two little buttons and just has like sort of like a keyhole. I just thought this was like really nice and elegant, and I don't have many light coloured clothes, or not ones that sort of fit me well and flatter me. Now I picked this up thinking I wouldn't like it at all, but actually it kind of surprised me and I did quite like it. And also this was in the sale for £20 because they had like a special offer on for that day, I think. So yeah, I don't think it's like clearance or anything. It was just a sale for that day. So originally £30, but cost me 20. Okay, so here is the top on. I just absolutely love it. Obviously it is a little tiny bit see-through, being that it's sort of satin and white, but with a nude bra, like, I think it looks absolutely fine. And when I tried it on in the shop, I actually had like a dark blue bra on, and even then like I could see it, but it wasn't too bad, so that's why I kind of just went with my gut and bought it anyway. I absolutely adore the sleeves, like they're just that little bit more bougie, having this like cinched in elastic bit making the bottoms flare out, and I just know there's just something about sort of like the high neck and the 3 buttons on the shoulder. It just makes me feel really elegant for some reason, which is something I just haven't felt in a long time, like trying to learn how to style my new body. So I just really like this. Let me know what you think. Like, I know everyone's opinions on fashion are different, but for me it just, I don't know, it was just something a little bit more different and elegant for me. And yeah, I just think I love like how it floats, so it doesn't like attract any of the problem area, but also I think it could look really, really nice tucked in. So obviously I'm just wearing high-waisted jeans right now, but I think like anything high-waisted, like a cute little skirt or something would look so nice. But I just think, yeah, just like tucking it in as well, I think it can look really nice, and because the material, it doesn't like draw attention to this area at all. Like I think this area sort of pulls the attention away, and also the sleeves. So yeah, I just love this, I really do. Okay, so the next thing I picked up I was a little bit torn about. Even after trying it on, I really wasn't sure if I should buy it, but I did. Okay, so what it is this cardigan. It is like a beautiful pastel rainbow, and then it does have some sort of like decoration with the buttons. It sort of has these like gem sort of, you know, faux diamonds for like on the pockets, and also the buttons to do up the cardigan. Now honestly, I'm not sure those buttons are actually the best quality. Like I feel like the gems could fall out, but I just loved the colour. Like I just think it's so pretty and nice for spring. It's a bit different like from what I would usually get. Like the jumper when I got it was different for me, but I quite liked it, and so I really loved this as a cardigan. And when I got the jumper from Boohoo, I really wanted a rainbow cardigan. It wasn't the jumper I wanted, but they never have the cardigan in stock in my size, so I kind of took the plunge and bought this, but it was £45. So yeah, whether that's worth the money, I don't know, but I just knew I really wanted a rainbow jumper, and Boohoo just never have it in my size, even though theirs is like way cheaper. I do really like it, I really do. It's obviously meant to be quite oversized, because I actually got it in a size small, and I would say usually I wear a medium as a size 12, but when I tried the 12 on, it was just, well, not the 12, when I tried the medium on, it just sort of drowned me, whereas this is like a nice sort of oversized, I think, or at least I like the fit of it. I do just love it. It's so pretty and cute for spring, a little bit different for me, as I said, and then it has these little pockets, and I do like the little sparkles that the buttons bring, although as I said, like I do feel like the gems are gonna fall out, so we will, you know, we will see if they do last. So maybe a bit overpriced for £45, but I do just love the colour. I just wanted something bright and happy in my wardrobe, and I think this definitely adds that. I also totally forgot to show you the bag, because I meant to do that with the white top, because I think it would have looked better. This is going to be a bit too much colour, but just so you can see it, like if I hung it this way, that is sort of how long the strap is. You can't actually change the length of the strap. I suppose that is like the downside to the bag, but I do think it is absolutely stunning. And obviously if you wore it right over as a crossbody, it does make it that little bit shorter, and I just think it is so pretty. I really love this. Okay, and the final thing I bought was sort of like a longer jumper. So I think you may be able to get away with it as a dress, or just have it as a longer jumper with like some leggings or something. But yeah, it is this, which I just thought it was like a really sort of like classic, classy print, which I really liked. So it is sort of like nude with gold buttons and sort of black check print, as you can see. You'll see it better when I try it on, because it has this sort of like thicker v-neck. It is very thick, warm material, but I still think it would be like really good for spring, like when you want something sort of warmish but you don't need a jacket. So yeah, that's why I grabbed that, and let's go try it on. Okay, so this is the jumper on. I really like that the sleeves are like really loose and therefore really comfortable, and the button decoration just adds that little something, which I really like. I think overall the jumper has like a really elegant look and feel to it for just like a regular jumper. what I really like about it is that although it is reasonably tight, to be fair, this is a size small, again, and I don't know, I even kind of feel like maybe if it was tighter, like maybe if it was, I should have got extra small, but they didn't even have that to try, to be honest. But yeah, like I just think it just looks nice. Like I usually buy like the shorter, more baggy jumpers, so for me this is just a little bit more fitted, has like a little bit more of a kind of style to it. So I just thought it was really nice, and I really like the pattern. Again, a bit more elegant. Now, definitely not long enough for a dress, like it doesn't really cover, it wouldn't really cover, let's just put it that way, especially at the back, as you can see. But I do think, like, you know, it's a perfect length for leggings or something, because it's long enough that, you know, you're not gonna be just like sat with your whole leggings with a short top. Like I think it will look quite nice with leggings. Obviously at the moment I just have it with the jeans, which I don't think looks too bad. I think it would look better maybe with like black jeans if I was gonna do jeans. But yeah, I just, again, I really like this item. And yes, it is £45, which can be a bit pricier than some high street designs, but I do really like it. Okay, so now moving on to New Look. I actually tried on so many clothes in New Look. I'm not joking. I took maybe 12 items or so into the changing rooms, and I just sort of had a whale of a time just trying everything. I picked a lot of what I would have always picked when I used to be skinnier, and like was hoping that I could like wear them again, but honestly it is most of those items that I did not walk away with. I think what's really important when your body changes is sort of trying different styles and seeing what actually suits you now, rather than just what in your head will or what you maybe prefer. Like obviously you want to like your clothes, but I do think, you know, you do have to sort of learn to adapt to a new body shape if you want to feel good and sort of adapt to it, because I honestly will say like a lot of the outfits I tried which were so like me, just honestly they made me look pregnant, they were not flattering, and they just made me feel terrible. And it made me feel like sad at the time, because I was like, oh, you know, like they're the clothes I really like and they're just not working for me. But then I think that is important, like you don't want to wear what you like and then just feel crap in it. Like it's better to just buy something else. So that is what I did, because I took a few different sort of items in. And this top is something I never would have imagined would suit me and never would usually buy, but I think it actually does. Hopefully when I try it on you'll agree. But it is this crop top, which is definitely not something I would usually buy. It's just sort of black with this like ruched detail at the front and a little bow tie thing. And it's just black with sort of flowers, daisies on, which I thought would be really lovely for summer. Sort of has like a 3/4 length sleeve. But yeah, you let me know what you think of this one when we try it. I'm actually going to show you the next item and you can see them together. Oh, and this top was $19.99, so I didn't think that was bad for like a prettier looking top. Okay, so the next item I bought is actually by Quiz, but stocked in New Look, hence it's part of my New Look haul. And that is this pair of just black like faux leather trousers. Now, when I was skinnier, I used to like live and die in my leather trousers. I had these ones from Boohoo and they were just so flattering and I adored them. And I've wanted new ones since, but I've tried some and they just don't fit right or suit me right with my new body shape. But I tried these and I actually think they're pretty decent. Now they're a tiny bit tight, I will say. Like I think a little bit bigger would have been better, but 14 would have been too big. I got them in my usual size 12. But that is my inspiration to definitely like keep on top of what I eat and doing exercise and stuff now to make sure I don't gain any more weight. And I just really wanted to replace them. So yeah, that is those. Let's try them on so you can see. I will say I tried on quite a few trousers in New Look, and the actual ones by New Look, there were some I absolutely loved, but I couldn't even nearly get the size 12 done up. And I'm sorry, like, I'm really not that big and I would have definitely needed at least a 16 in them to get them up, and I just thought that was, I don't know, it just didn't make me feel good, so I didn't even bother trying to look at them in a bigger size. Okay, so yeah, this is the top and the trousers together. I don't know if I'd definitely wear them together, but I just thought I would show you them as they don't look like bad together, just so I can speed this up a little bit. But yeah, so as I said, crop top, this is like the first one I've bought for several years because I don't feel comfortable with this area at all. But I actually think because of the way it's floaty at the bottom, and like as long as I pair it with something high-waisted, I actually think it sort of flatters my body shape, which I was not expecting at all. Like I picked it up thinking it was a really pretty design. I quite like daisies and like flowers for spring, but like not expecting that I would take this home with me at all. And actually, you know, the opposite happened. I got rid of nearly everything I thought I'd love, and I actually purchased this top. So yeah, let me know what you think. I would feel a little bit out of my comfort zone just because I haven't worn anything, you know, like this for a long time, or like tight trousers either. I definitely need to wear like no VPL underwear, like I can really like feel and sort of in the mirror see my underwear lines, but I do love both items very, very much. As I said, this is the trousers are a tiny little bit on the tight side, but the size above definitely would have been a little bit loose. Yeah, so I do really love them. The only thing is the front pockets on the trousers are fake, and I kind of wish they were real. Okay, so the final clothing item I bought in New Look was a casual tee, which is obviously a lot more what I would like usually buy, but I just really liked it, and obviously you still want a lot of just your casual clothes in your wardrobe. So yeah, it's this black t-shirt, but it sort of almost has a faded look, but what I loved about it was it has this sort of like sort of baby pink and slightly green like design to it in these flowers, which I just thought was like a really nice sort of girly touch to a black t-shirt. Like most of my black t-shirts I think are just plain or they have white writing, so I just thought this was like a little burst of like spring colour on a black t-shirt, which I really liked, so I grabbed that. I did grab this in a 10 instead of a 12, and I didn't try this, so hopefully it does fit me. But I noticed when I bought like tops before, the 10s sometimes look a little bit too tight, but the 12s do sort of just look baggy and not particularly flattering. So I just thought I would give a 10 a go, and again I can just use that as like inspiration for working out. Okay, so I actually think this t-shirt fits really nice. It isn't too tight at all. Like the last size 10 when I bought from New Look just felt a little bit too tight, but I think especially in black, like it kind of just, you know, is more flattering. And yeah, so for a basic t-shirt I think this is great. I have noticed like my hair is getting messier and messier the more I'm trying on, and also it looks kind of greasy today, but like it really doesn't in real life at all, but for some reason like on the camera it just looks really greasy. I think mainly maybe because like it's darker at the front and the top than it is lower down, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I promise you guys I have washed my hair. Okay, so finally moving on to Matalan. As I mentioned, I mainly went in there looking for workout clothes because I joined Clubber Size, and ideally you want like brighter clothes for it, like so you sort of glow, if you know what I mean, when the lights go out. And I grabbed this vest, this sports vest in this sort of green. I've tried like turning the lights off like or really dim with this, and it doesn't glow as much as I hoped, but it was the brightest thing I could find for the class, and it's like gonna be so cool and airy just because it has like the sports back, and you do get really super hot, so I think it'll be useful. Okay, this is the Matalan sort of sports top on. They have such a good range of cheap sports stuff if you need any, by the way. Like it feels super good quality. I think it fits really nicely. I have just left these leather trousers on, which I probably will for the remainder of the haul to stop me getting changed so much, but yeah, honestly I think this is really, really nice. So yeah, if you need workout clothes, definitely check out Matalan. Okay, the next thing I bought was another jumper. Now I really don't need any more jumpers, but a lot of my lighter coloured ones don't really fit me anymore, or I have just like recently got rid of them. So I'd say more of my jumpers are either really plain or dark. So I grabbed this, which I thought was really nice, like a sort of pink and white stripe jumper. So hopefully this will look nice, because as I said, I didn't try it on anything in Matalan, but it was only £14. Like Matalan is super, super affordable, and they had really lovely jumpers in there. There was one I absolutely adored, but unfortunately they had it only like in extra large left, so I couldn't get that one, so I grabbed this one instead. So let's see what it looks like. Okay, so this is the Matalan jumper on. I will say the white is a little on the see-through side, but not so bad that I wouldn't wear it. What I really like is the sleeves kind of like cinch in, so they just give that tiny bit of shape, which is nice, like a nice little detail. Like, I don't adore this jumper, but for £14, like, I think it's really, really good. And I just like that it's all girly colours, so it'll just add something for spring. I also grabbed another jumper. It's quite thin and it's just sort of pretty plain. It's grey, but it does have this sort of like nice little like ruched little cuff, stretchy cuff, which I thought was just like a nice little detail. I mainly bought this with work in mind when I'm working at the school, just because I thought it looks quite smart and it's, you know, pretty plain. But yeah, it's just super soft, which I really like about it. They had loads of loungewear, which was like amazingly soft in Matalan, so if you need loungewear, by the way, definitely go in there. It's just that I really didn't need any, otherwise I definitely would have been picking some up. Okay, so this is the grey jumper on. Obviously nothing special whatsoever, but I think it works well for that sort of smart casual look. I love the little detail on the sleeves, just so that it adds a little something, and also I think that's what kind of makes it have that sort of slight smart element to it, because it is a very comfy soft material, so it's a little bit like wearing your pajama top to work, you know, but I think you can like get away with it. So yeah, like this is gonna work well for work, so I'm happy with it. I also grabbed another t-shirt in there, which is white with London, New York, Milan and Paris written on. There is like a tiny bit of like leopard print writing, which I just thought was a little different. I don't really have like leopard print in my wardrobe, so yeah, I just kind of like this just to like throw on in the sort of spring. I just thought it was nice, like nothing special at all, but it was only £8.50, so I just grabbed it. Okay, so this is the t-shirt on. Not too see-through as, you know, white t-shirts go, like it's pretty decent. I do really like it. Obviously it is pretty plain, but you know, it's just nice to have something with a little bit more detail on it, because as I said, like most of my white t-shirts are plain or just black greying, so I just feel like, I don't know, the leopard print adds a little something. But I don't know about you, but like I would find just normal t-shirts so much flattering if you could get ones with a bit of a lower neckline and a bit of a V shape or something, but I find those so difficult to find, and when I do I don't usually like the design like in other aspects, so I don't own many. But yeah, I just kind of wish they would do that more often, but this is decent. And then the final thing I got was a cardigan. It is just this longer grey one. The only thing I don't really like is it doesn't have pockets. I quite like having pockets in my cardigan, but it was just light grey and it's so soft, and I just really needed some new cardigans to like throw over tops for work and stuff, so that's why I bought that. £16 this one was, so I think it was like the most expensive item actually, but it is super soft and feels really nice, so let's try that on too. Okay, and this is the cardigan on. I absolutely love it because I can't express to you how soft it is. It just feels so nice, especially like as it was only £16, which actually for Matalan is quite expensive, but I do really feel like it is really nice quality. And I really like longer cardigans, but I don't have many that fit me anymore. The one I'm wearing like while I'm showing you the items is actually a longer cardigan, but it's a lot thicker, so it's just nice to have like a thin long one to, you know, chuck over clothes in the spring. Okay, so that is everything I bought. Obviously a little bit of a mix of things, some to like try and make me branch out a little bit and feel a bit different, some more within my usual comfort zone, but I think, you know, it's important to have things you're just comfortable in and then things you feel good in. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed looking, and if you have like any recommendations or any hauls you want to share with me, because I love watching other people's, please do, and I will see you again soon. Bye!